5 tips for using Tadalafil correctly, because one tiny mistake with this pill can ruin your erection and hurt your penis health for weeks. Most men over 60 take Tadalafil the wrong way. They pop the pill after a heavy meal, mix it with alcohol, or expect instant results. Then they feel disappointed, thinking their body is too old to respond, but it's not your age, it's the method. Tadalafil isn't just about chemistry. It's about circulation, timing, and respect for how your body actually works. When used right, it can reignite the confidence and intimacy you thought were gone forever. In the next few minutes, you'll learn what Harvard urologists and NIH studies reveal about using Tadalafil correctly, so your erections feel natural, powerful, and real again. You're not broken. Your body just needs the right approach. Before we go deeper, I want to hear from you. Have you ever tried Tadalafil or Cialis and felt it didn't work the way it should? Share your experience in the comments. What's your biggest question about erections after 60? Your story might be the one that helps another man realize he's not alone in this fight. This channel is a safe place to talk about penis health, masturbation, and performance without judgment or shame. Hit subscribe if you're ready to reclaim your confidence, your vitality, and your life. George was 63, a retired Navy veteran, proud, disciplined, and the kind of man who never complained. But lately, he'd been carrying a secret. His erections had grown weak, especially after masturbation or long stretches of stress. He told himself it was just age, so he started taking Tadalafil, believing a pill could bring back what time had taken away. For a month, nothing changed. He took it after dinner, sometimes with a beer, sometimes on no sleep. The results were unpredictable. Some nights strong, most nights disappointing. That's when he finally met Dr. Catherine Rotker, a Yale-trained urologist who's helped thousands of men over 60.
She looked him in the eye and said, "George, the pill isn't magic, it's science. And science needs the right conditions." She explained that most men misuse Tadalafil. Wrong timing, heavy meals, poor hydration, or high cortisol from stress. Each one weakens its absorption and slows blood flow to the penis. She told him something no one had ever said before. Your erection is a reflection of your circulation, not your character. According to the NIH Journal of Sexual Medicine, 41% of men over 60 use ED medications incorrectly and then blame themselves. But Tadalafil works best when your body works with it. When your vessels are open, your hormones balanced, your mind calm. George began to follow her advice. He took Tadalafil on an empty stomach, hydrated, stretched, and stopped rushing through masturbation. Within weeks, his penis circulation improved. Erections felt natural again, firm, proud, alive. He realized it was never about the pill alone. It was about learning how his body still wanted to work, if only he gave it the chance. There's a reason Tadalafil sometimes fails you, and it's not your willpower or your age. It's something far quieter, more dangerous, and far more common. It's called endothelial dysfunction. Inside your body, there's a thin lining in every blood vessel called the endothelium. It controls how easily blood flows to your penis, your heart, and your brain. But when that lining becomes inflamed from stress, high sugar, poor sleep, or years of sitting, those tiny arteries start to close in on themselves. Blood can't move freely, nitric oxide can't do its job, and suddenly, even Tadalafil can't help you achieve a real erection. Harvard Health Review calls erection problems one of the first warning signs of vascular decline, often showing up years before heart disease ever does. That's how connected your penis is to your overall health. The weaker your circulation, the weaker your erections. You may think it's because you've masturbated too much or simply gotten old. But the truth is, it's your circulation begging for repair. Your arteries are whispering before they start screaming, and ignoring those whispers leads to more than just performance issues. It leads to fatigue, brain fog, even prostate inflammation. When the endothelium is inflamed, nitric oxide, the gas your body uses to relax blood vessels, can't be released properly. Without it, Tadalafil has nothing to amplify. It's like stepping on the gas in a car with no fuel line. That's why so many men say, the pill doesn't work anymore. It's not the pill. it's the pathway. According to research from the NIH, endothelial dysfunction becomes measurable in nearly 60% of men over 60. But it doesn't start there. It starts decades earlier, fueled by cortisol, the stress hormone. When cortisol stays high, it lowers testosterone and restricts nitric oxide synthesis, directly blocking the same PDE5 enzyme Tadalafil is designed to target. This is why men under chronic stress lose morning erections first. The body is trapped in survival mode, not connection mode. Every late night, every skipped walk, every unresolved worry tightens that vascular grip a little more. And this silent enemy is why so many men quietly give up on intimacy long before their bodies truly fail them. But it's reversible. The endothelium can heal, blood flow can return, nitric oxide can be restored. You can rebuild the very system that powers your erections. And when you do, Tadalafil starts to work like it was always meant to. Your body isn't your enemy. It's asking for your help. You don't need a new pill. You just need to use Tadalafil correctly, the way your body was designed to respond. Tip 1. Take it on an empty stomach about 30 to 45 minutes before activity. A heavy meal can reduce Tadalafil absorption by nearly 60%, according to the Mayo Clinic. When your stomach is full of fats and oils, your blood becomes sluggish. That slows the delivery of the medication to the arteries that feed your penis. Clean blood flow means clean results. When you take it light, maybe after a piece of fruit or a small meal, you give Tadalafil the power to actually work with your natural circulation, not fight against it. Tip 2. Hydrate and avoid alcohol. Dehydration thickens your blood, making it harder for oxygen to reach your penis. That's why some men get headaches or dizziness after taking Tadalafil. It's not the pill, it's poor hydration. A single glass of water before and after can make all the difference. Alcohol, on the other hand, is a double-edged sword. It relaxes you, but also constricts blood flow and interferes with how the medication activates nitric oxide. Harvard medical research shows even 2 drinks can cut erectile response by up to 25%. You don't have to quit drinking, just choose control over routine. Tip 3. Move for 5 minutes before you use it. Simple squats, a short walk, even a few stretches trigger your nitric oxide system, the very pathway Tadalafil amplifies. NIH data confirms that light movement before sexual activity increases endothelial dilation by 15 to 20%. That's blood flow, that's vitality, and that's how you help the medication do its job naturally. Tip 4. Never mix it with nitrates or unprescribed herbs. You'd be shocked how many men over 60 make this mistake. They combine Tadalafil with over-the-counter supplements or heart medication and wonder why they feel dizzy or faint. When nitrates and Tadalafil meet, blood pressure can crash dangerously low. The FDA warns this combination is one of the top ER causes among men using erectile support. Be smart, be safe, nothing is worth risking your heart for. Tip 5. Consistency beats sporadic use. A 2022 NIH clinical trial found that men who took 5 milligrams of Tadalafil daily saw a 30% improvement in erection function within 4 weeks. Not just during activity, but baseline performance throughout the day. Why? Because consistency repairs circulation and restores balance to the PDE5 pathway. Your body relearns how to respond, not just react. When you follow these 5 tips, you stop chasing results and start rebuilding trust in your own body. You improve prostate blood flow, restore natural erections, and even make masturbation feel normal again, without pain, without shame. Used right, Tadalafil isn't just a pill. It's a bridge between who you were and the man you still are. When you start using Tadalafil the right way, the change doesn't hit like lightning. It builds quietly from the inside out. By day 3 to 5, the headaches you might have felt at first begin to fade. That's your blood pressure stabilizing, your vessels adjusting. The endothelium, that fragile lining inside your arteries, is learning to open again. Circulation improves. For many men, this is when the first morning wood returns. Not perfect yet, but unmistakable. A sign your body remembers what to do. By day 7 to 10, you start noticing control again. Erections last longer. They don't feel forced or chemical. They feel like you. Even masturbation feels natural, not mechanical or dull, but responsive. The blood flow to your penis is smoother, steadier, and less dependent on the pill itself. Around day 14, things begin to shift on a cellular level. Nitric oxide production, your body's natural erection signal, rises by almost 20%. Studies from the Journal of Urology confirm that regular Tadalafil use improves endothelial function and boosts testosterone stability. That means your hormones, your mood, even your confidence start to sync again. You're not just getting erections back, you're getting rhythm back. The balance your body lost over years of stress, fatigue, and silence. By day 30, something remarkable happens. Your energy rises before you even think about intimacy. You feel lighter in your body, sharper in your mind. Erections come easier, not because the pill is doing the work, but because your circulation and nerve sensitivity are back online. Research published in 2021 in the Journal of Urology showed that a month of continuous low-dose Tadalafil can rejuvenate the vascular endothelium and reduce prostate inflammation, leading to stronger, longer-lasting erections and improved urinary health.
That's exactly what happened to George. A month earlier, he was frustrated, embarrassed, convinced his body had given up on him. But as his blood flow returned, something deeper shifted: confidence. He no longer needed Tadalafil every time. His body had relearned the pattern, the process, the power. You see, your penis isn't too old. It's not broken. It's just undertrained, neglected by years of poor circulation, stress, and self-doubt. But the system still works. The pathways can reopen. The fire can come back. And when it does, you won't just feel it in one part of your body. You'll feel it in the way you walk, the way you look at yourself, and the way you connect again, fully, proudly, without fear. The most dangerous mistake men make with Tadalafil is believing that more equals better. You think doubling the dose will double the results, but it doesn't. According to the FDA, taking more than 20 milligrams a day can cause blood pressure crashes, blurred vision, and even sudden loss of hearing. Your body doesn't need more medication. It needs better conditions to let it work. Using Tadalafil correctly is not about taking more pills. It's about understanding your body, your circulation, and restoring trust in your penis. When you learn how it truly works, you stop fighting against yourself and start working with nature. Men over 60 can still have strong erections, real confidence, and deeply fulfilling intimacy. Science proves it. Discipline makes it real. You just have to give your body the respect and consistency it deserves. Like, share, and subscribe so more men can learn how to take back control without pills, guilt, or shame. Because a real man's strength isn't measured by age, it's measured by how he refuses to give up on himself.